Honestly, I was not even gonna make a video on this patch note because this is, I believe, to be the driest. Like, okay, so JP has a schedule, which is good week, dry week, good week, dry week. For content, you have a banner week, a chill week, and a banner week, and a chill week. That's always how it's been. But even for a chill week, this is the driest week I recall, like in memory. This is the driest week I recall. The only thing coming is these three costumes. I swear, this is the only thing coming, and this event thingy, which I should have opened going across the database. I hope nothing of weird shows up. Okay, nothing of weird, good. Yeah, it's oh, they didn't even. It's the story. They didn't even. My friend Naoki runs the Green Cross database. She didn't even bother saying what story battle event it is. Case point, it's really dry. So, since I still wanted to make, I still like to report everything that happens regardless, I thought, why not Fear Horizons coming the next week? My friend Speedy thinks what's coming next week is a festival exclusive. We haven't had a new festival exclusive since Elizabeth, which released. Let me go on my channel. That's an easier way of recalling. When did she release? Let me put Elizabeth. Was this the... No, this is not their day of release. I've made a few Elizabeth videos, huh? Yeah, this is when she released. This was May 28th. So since May, we haven't had a new festival exclusive. Now, the one thing is, festival exclusives have been only for celebrations. Elizabeth was anniversary, and Lost Vein Meliodas was for the 7 million download celebration. Honestly, we could be approaching a 10 million download celebration. That could be next week. We just had Ludociel, which was not a celebration unit, and he wasn't festival, he's just a regular unit. We just had Ludociel, which was the first Archangel, and on the story, we have, the other two Archangels, so that could also be a thing. But I think the theory of festival exclusive is good. My big theory though is this: we had this in the files for ages. This was leaked April 5th. We are in August. Oh, you can see. We are in August right now. Let me pull this up. We are in August 5th. I mean, you know the day. What am I? Never mind. I'm dumb. I'm stupid. But we are in August, and we're still waiting for this Bond and this Helbram to come out, which had like, here's the thing. Sometimes these images are leaked. These just the image of the character are leaked, but these had descriptions with them as well. Now, the day this was leaked, it was also leaked these commanding that released pretty much afterwards. The Fraudrin, the Glocks, and the Mount from the coin shop, they were released pretty much afterwards. But Bond and Helbram are still just out there. And this Bond could be a festival exclusive, honestly. We need a good Bond. For the looks of this one, yeah, it's a Snatch Brawler Bond. So we definitely need a Brawler Bond. The one thing is, we don't have a Brawler Bond for each element. We have green and blue, yeah. I mean, if you want to count this Bond, but it's an SR, right? We don't have an SSR Bond of each element. A Brawler Bond. So he should be a red type Brawler Bond. I mean, yeah, if the description is confirmed to a Brawler Bond, then he will not be festival exclusive, because the one thing about festival exclusives is that they are clearly making festival exclusives to be very specific characters that have big importance. Lost Vein Meliodas, there's no other. Like, he was a new character of that name. And then, Angel Elizabeth or Goddess Elizabeth, new character of the name Elizabeth. So they're clearly making festival exclusives to be new named characters. And I believe they'll continue that pattern. I think that's been working out because, I don't know. They made it twice, they made it once, it worked, they made it again. So I believe they'll continue. So if they ever make a new Bond, I believe that it could be Purgatory Bond. That could be a new Bond. God, I hope they make that Bond soon, because Bond needs a good unit. Like, here's the thing, right? I used Green Bond recently. I recently Super Awakened Green Bond, and I used him with Easton, and honestly, it was pretty good with Easton. He was actually doing work, but he still wasn't meta. Like, if I face someone with more than half a brain, they would annihilate me. So, Bond doesn't have a good name in this game right now. Like, all these Bonds right here, this Bond is actually the pinnacle of sucking. So is this Bond. This Bond, his cards are not bad. Like, Weak Point's a good card, and Decreases skill ranks, that's not horrible, but he's not good either, you know? I feel like Nunchuk Bonds just don't have the best stats. Like 30% crit chance, let me see at 6-star. Yeah, only 22% pierce rate. Resistance is okay, low crit chance. Like, the crit damage is really high, but crit chance is low. It's like, these Bonds just don't have good stats. I don't know. Through the ultimate gauge by 1 at the start of next turn if they were to take damage. That's an okay passive. Like, it's not bad, but it's not insane, right? And then Green Bond, once a god, now forgotten. So again, I tried him recently with Easton. Max Super Awakened him, tried with Easton. He was pretty decent, but nothing crazy. This Bond, again, Relic. Blue Bond, good for Hell, Red Demon, and that's it. So Bond, really, for a character of the importance that he is, and honestly, if you read the manga, you know how cool Bond is. He is so dope. With the events of, you know, what happens after Season 3, he is the dopest guy. So, he needs a good character. I really hope a festival exclusive of Purgatory Bond happens eventually and that he really is good. Because, I mean, from the track record, we've only had 2, but Lost Way Meliodas, arguably the best unit in the game. Angel Elizabeth, arguably top 3 best unit in the game. So, it's safe to say they're going to be making festival exclusives the best units in the game. Also, we have the Helbrum. Oh, misclicked. Also, we have the Helbrum. Again, Helbrum doesn't have the best name right now. Green Helbrum is still good for raids. If you do them on extreme, which it shouldn't be because Hell is here. If you play JP, right? Hell is here. So what's the point of playing extreme? Can't use him on Crimson. Can't use him on Red. You can use them on Grey, but you're probably using other units. Like, on Grey, Hell, the best setup is using double Valenti, double DPS, either King or Escon, or whichever you prefer, most preferably King, and then someone uses Elizabeth, someone uses Booster, and usually it's Skill Thunder. So, you know, Helbrum kind of lost its place, and Red Helbrum, again, I unironically have been thinking of Super Awakening Red Helbrum for the lulz, but I don't know, he's not great. These days, he just ain't all that. So, hopefully this Helbrum, I keep clicking, hopefully this Helbrum is good. Of course, we also have Human Helbrum, which only for top 100 people, and I have been waiting for the past over 2 months for him to be available again. I'm still waiting. He's not been available for the past 2 months. Can I get him, please? He's the only unit missing in my box, and that triggers me. But I honestly think these could be the 2 characters coming next week. If not, if I'm really, you know, picking a character that should be a festival exclusive, I would pick someone that just released on story mode. Or maybe in the next story mode chapter. So, with the story mode, if you don't know, let me actually again go back to my channel. We just had a new chapter in story mode. Here's another thing. Angel Elizabeth released in the game before she had a say in story. So this was the chapter that we got. I'm getting an ad on my own video. That's actually good. I'm making some ad revenue. Anyways, I hate my voice. Okay. I played through the chapter, and of course, in this chapter, I'm gonna make a video on the characters that we saw in this chapter and like the moves and stuff. I'm gonna translate them and stuff like that. But in this chapter, we not only saw that, but we saw this girl right here. This girl right here, this babe. We saw this gopher, this version of gopher, right? Which could be a separate gopher, madame face, a festival exclusive gopher. But also we saw this girl right here, which could be a character eventually, but not a festival exclusive. But at the end, we got these bad boys, right? We got the Indura transformation for Darrierian Monspeed, which could be, you know, they could be fast. I would place a bet that they would make crazy hyped festival exclusive characters. Imagine a banner with both Monspeed and Darrieri as festival exclusives. They could be transformation units if they make the transformations right. Like imagine if they just transformed by having 5 ultimate gauge, and then or something. I don't know. They would have to come up with a way of making transformations good, because honestly, Arian's transformation sucks. It could be that when you use the ult, it transforms and does damage. That would be much better, right? But they could be transformation units. Look at my face. I have not seen the story yet. I was playing for the first time. I was like, that's dope. So yeah, they could definitely be transformation units. The first transformation festival exclusives, that would be really dope. And it's really, like it just came with story, you know. So it'd be very cool. Other than that, I can't really think of anyone else. Again, if they're making a $10 million celebration, it could be a good time, because right now, as we're speaking, I'm actually farming the original character event, which actually came up for the first time during the $7 million celebration. So I think I don't know, coincides would be a good time, not the worst time to just make a $10 million celebration, which they definitely have dropped $10 million, because if you don't know, I don't know if I can probably find the tweet, but wait, give me a second. Yeah. So if you don't know, Grand Cross in the first half of the year has made more money than Fate Grand Order in the United States, which is wild, just saying that, because the game released in March, and in half the time, pretty much, they made more money than probably like top 3 biggest gacha games. Like, it's crazy. So Grand Cross is definitely probably past 10 million downloads at this point. Like, there's no way. Like, they only lost to Dokkan, which, again, they had half the time too, so Grand Cross is doing pretty well, is what I'm saying. Poor Ultimate Ninja Blazing, I used to play. Anyways, so they definitely are, you know, over the 10 million mark by now, so they could be making a $10 million celebration soon as well, which I would say they would drop a festival exclusive as well, which in either case, if they do, I hope it's a character that gets well represented. I don't want it to be another Meliodas. It could be a new king. Actually, okay, if I want a new king, if you read the manga, you know what king I want. You know, if you read the manga, you know what king I want. So I hope they don't push it. There's versions of characters I would prefer if they're gonna make a festival exclusive. They make the manga version that should be coming for season 4, or they can make a second one. They could make a king right now and then a king later. I don't know, because honestly, if they're gonna save for how you know, story chapters are, the things from season 4, I would say should come like next year, maybe. I don't know. Like, it should take a while because they're just getting to season 3, and they took so long to release chapter 14. So they're probably going to take a while to get into season 4, which hasn't even released the anime yet. But they're probably going to take a while to really get into season 4 because they want to pace themselves. So, you know, I don't know. They could make a second version for it as well. I'm just saying, I want a version of a character that isn't too represented already and needs... That really needs... I think Bond really needs it, but if they're going to make a Bond... I mean, this Bond could be good. What other characters would I want? I think Diane could use a new character. None of these Dianes are really competitive anymore. Like, none. So, I mean, this one kind of is, but she's super exclusive, so. Elizabeth just got a winged Elizabeth. Drop Blue Escaner. Drop the one. I mean, I think they're gonna wait for the story chapter for that, but drop the one, man. Come on. Gilfunder. Oh, Gilfunder needs... Oh, my boy. Gilfunder is a new unit. Like, come on. Gopher could use a new unit. I mean, this Gopher is still, of course, like, top 3 best units in the game to this day, but Gopher could definitely use a new unit just because of how old he is. King doesn't need it. Yeah, honestly, oh man, Gilfunder just so shafted, man. Gilfunder is so shafted. I think Gilfunder and Ban are the 2 characters I want most to have a new character. Alright, that's it. That was my theory. I genuinely think... Oh, I keep clicking wrong. I genuinely think is this Ban. And this is how they're gonna come out next week. Like, because it's been so long. It's been since April. Please release them. Ban needs a new Brawler Ban. Alright, that's it.